Good afternoon, everyone. Here is a little race from Yorkshire. Credit to Holly Bergen. She lives in Yorkshire and is very proud of it. So we're doing the Zwift Academy race number 2. I actually do race number 2 and then race number 1 right after this. I don't show it in this video because, no one wants to see someone just completely die for whatever it was, 35 minutes on the Vento. Actually, it was 30 minutes, but regardless. So this race is we're going around, I believe it's the Queen's Highway. So it's a short 3 kilometer loop or so. Very punchy. And as you can see, there's only 5 people here. We've got some really good racers. And then right out of the bat, they're on the gas. And this is going to be a good race for me, not results wise, but training wise, because these efforts are my weakness. So you can see here like this, right out of the gate, we're hitting the areas to where I know this is going to really suck for me. However, looking at it as a training race and doing the VO2, I'm going to work as hard as I can. And part of it's staying within your limits. That's the tough thing about racing. You want to go with the moves, but sometimes staying within yourself and not going beyond is kind of what you have to do. This past week at Sunday Race Club, it's the final climb. That's exactly what happened. There was 5, 6, 7 guys in front of me, all doing much higher watts per kilogram, and I knew I couldn't do that, so I just rode my pace and ended up actually passing them toward the top. So, sometimes you just got to go with that strategy. And as you can see here, this pace up this little kicker every single time was killer. Now I'm at my max. That's about all I can do repeated. And they go off the front here. They're up 1-2 seconds, and I'm like, all right, I'm just going to keep the hammer down and try to catch them, because this evens or levels out. It's not that steep, just that kicker at the beginning is, and here we go, we catch them. So we've got a couple real steep, the trade difficulty. I didn't realize trade difficulty was set at 100%. I normally run mine around 15 to 20%. I like more of a smooth riding style. I don't like the massive changes in resistance. On my whoosh, I run at 75%. It doesn't seem to bother me nearly as bad on my whoosh. I'm not sure why, but Zwift, I enjoy that. I guess the less gradient changes. But, everyone has their own preference. But I didn't realize this was 100%. Now here we go. This one, we stayed together here. It wasn't nearly as spicy. Now it was still hard, but they didn't crush it. Like I was still able to stay on the draft. And not, I still was working, but not kind of be in the panic mode of, I gotta go. And this is actually a really fun course, even though it was extremely difficult. It was fun racing. Like I really enjoy this because you've got the main kicker right at the beginning, and then after that kicker, you have to keep on the gas. And then right up here around this little kind of chicane area, there's another little bump you got to hit just to here at this bend. So I was trying to stay back, use the draft to speed to come through to try to stay on their wheels. It was definitely hard, but it worked. Most of the time I was able to stay in the draft without getting too big of a gap. And right there, he went early on that and I missed it. So here, this is where one of the ones to where, okay, I'm at my limit. I'm just going to kind of do my thing to reel them back in, because they had been slowing down. So that was my hope, that they would continue that ease pace. Now I still have to work here for maybe a minute or so to actually catch them. But by this point, any racer has got to be like, okay, this dude keeps falling off the back, and they're probably not worried about me because I'm dying here. And as you could see by the the red, and this isn't just the VO2, this is the anaerobic. It's majority of the workout, or not workout, but the pace bar under the power there. So you can see this has been a huge amount of effort that I've put out during this race. It's either solid red or basically zone 1. So in here, this is where they leave me. I've been doing the same exact watts per kilogram, and they light this up like it's the final sprint. So this is the point to where, you know, I'm trying, but I got nothing left. This is it. So then I kind of settle in and hope that one of those guys gets dropped off, and I'm able to basically finish with them. So I'm going to still work. I'm not going to flat give up, although I wanted to right here. As you can see, my power really dropped down. Like, in my mind, I was like, all right, I'm done. But I decided to, you know, keep going, keep pushing. And as you can see, I can't tell if they did get a gap, but I know one of the guys was off for a second. They might have reunited here, but I do end up catching one of them, and we worked pretty well together. It really kept me going too, knowing that I had someone with me that kept pushing the pace. So I was not too familiar with this course when I clicked on it. I saw it was a small loop, but, you know, didn't really remember the exact bumps. I know most of Yorkshire is very, very bumpy. You're always going up or down, and this course is definitely one of them, even though it's not as bad as the main UCI course, but still it's tough to kind of settle in because you're always going up, going down. So this coming up this climb was a little bit easier, but I still putting some effort because I see Assel in here. So I'm like, I know I could catch him, and then we'll see what happens. The Zwift Academy stuff really doesn't interest me, but these races, I think I did a couple workouts in the races just to get the kit. That's all that was really interested in me, because, you know, I'm definitely not going to get a pro contract. But these races are actually fun. I kind of regret not doing them earlier in the year. Like this race 2 specifically, the 30-minute all-out effort on Ventoux was not exactly fun. I don't know how many people repeated that. But this I wouldn't have mind doing more often. But I think it was only offered for a week at a time. There wasn't a whole lot of availability for this. So I am going to try to find some of these Queens Highway races in general, because this was fun. It was a heck of a workout. So Aslan here, he is, I don't remember his watts per kilogram, like his, you know, if he was, say, 5 watts, but I do know he was a very strong rider. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember after looking at it, I was like, wow. And I think he averaged 4 or 5 at the end of this. So he's definitely stronger than me, flat out of the box. So he's doing a good bit of work. I do take a little bit of pulls, but mainly I just kind of let him go because I am dying here. We do eventually catch up to the Kenna. I think it's the last lap. And he does ride with this. Oh, it's actually right here. Look at this. So I know he was with us for a little bit. And we come into this corner again. And basically I'm just marking Aslan because I got nothing. There's no real reason to push the pace anymore because I'm not going to catch your guys 30 seconds up. And right here, he ups the pace and it kind of caught me off guard. So I got to do a pretty big chunk of work just to catch them again because I wasn't expecting them to pick up the pace that much. You can see my face right there. I am in the hurt locker. I know one of the big things when my heart rate's up in the 170s, that's I'm definitely working. So this was a tough. It caught me off guard. The race was this hard. I was not expecting it. To back up over this little kicker. And I know in the race, it felt like that small kicker and then this one were so close together, but you did have a little time in between. And these guys, they kept me working. It was a pretty fun race. I did enjoy this, even though there was only 6 people. It was fun. And I think that's the biggest thing is with these races, only have a few people. Sometimes they get boring, but this was a fun race because you had the guy we did lap that once we caught up to him, he started working, and that made it more challenging because you had someone else to watch. Even though he was a lap down, I just still treated him as a regular, racer. Now we're going to turn this bend again, and it's not what I was expecting. I, honest to God, thought it was going to be a lot more difficult. We put some effort in, and I kind of led the charge right there, expecting him to really light it up, but he really didn't. So we just kind of rolled up here. And then, like, now I know he's going to sprint, and I'm second guessing myself because I don't know what I got left. And as soon as he picks it up, because I start to sprint, and as soon as he hits orange numbers, yeah, I'm like, nope, not happening. So it was a fun race. Obviously, with this small a field, sometimes I go in the manner of not being fun. But I really enjoyed this, even though there's only 6 people. It was a lot of fun. Excellent, absolute excellent workout. Excellent VO2 workout. It really crushed me. It worked so much harder than I thought I would. And it was very good. Very happy I did this. And, sometimes the race results not all about it. It's about the workout, which is Zwift's tagline, fun is fast. So hope you guys enjoyed this race. It was a great workout, a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. Glad I did it. So I'm going to have to find some more of these Queens Highway, hopefully with some more people to see how a group races it. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. We'll see you.